Welcome back to another episode of the FGW podcast. I am your host Faiza Garba Wakili, and on today's episode, we are having a student from Public Health Department, Ugate University, Mina. Her name is Halima. Halima, welcome to our podcast.
Well, thank you for inviting me for this podcast.
Okay. So, can you tell us more about yourself?
Well, my name is Halima Abdelkader, and I'm a final year student from Public Health Department, Newgate University, Mina. So, I'm an activist, an advocate on gender-based violence, community mobilizer, a healthcare facilitator, and I'm also a poet and a writer.
All right. So, as a public health student, can you tell us what drew your interest into studying public health?
Okay. Actually, from my secondary school days, public health was not my dream. But as the table turns, let me say, I accept it with good faith, and Alhamdulillah, if I can choose any other course, believe me, I'll always choose public health. So, what drew my attention actually in studying public health is I was like, okay, I do poetry, I do spoken words, I like enlightening people on things. I like doing stuffs like, okay, I do more of public speaking actually. So when public health was introduced to me, it sounds more of advocates, advocacy, more of public speaking, more of just convincing people, preventing diseases, and more of doing things that will prevent diseases from occurring. I was like, okay, since this is going in line with what I actually like doing, why not go for this course? Why not just do this? And the thing why I'm happy today, because I had passion from the one that okay, this is what I want to do, to help people, to help the community I come from, and to also to make impacts in a country that I came from. So I was like, why not just go into this course? It will be very, very impactful, even not only for me but for the community also. So that was how the journey started. And today, Alhamdulillah, I'm happy for who I'm becoming, and I'm happy for who Halima is becoming,
All
inshallah.
right. So I guess you've grown to love what you're studying
No,
now.
actually, like I cannot tell you how much I see, like I impact passion, like whenever public health in entirely is being mentioned, I drive that joy that I'm one of these people, because we deal with preventing diseases.
Okay. They say prevention is better than cure.
And for us public health students, or let me say other public health scientists, let me say preventive medicines are more vital to us than curative medicines actually.
Okay, that's a nice one actually. But then, being a public health student, apart from being a public health student, is there any other thing you are involved in apart from also being a spoken word artist?
Okay. Oh, okay, let me say this. I started with being a volunteer at Salma Atta Foundation for Women and Girls Support. They've been doing amazing things. Like, it's what I actually do that drew my attention. Like, okay, since I do this, I do that, and I wanted to become an advocate. Why not join these people so I could learn more experiences in their activities and projects? So I work with them actually as a volunteer, and we do they do different projects, both on gender-based violence, boot camps on how to train young girls on innovative projects on data analytics, UI UX. Recently, we did a leadership course called Kalabi Fellowship that trained young girls on how to be more on leadership, how to like that will make impacts to their lives also. And also I work with an NGO called Binary Fire Community Outreach and slash Girl Child Initiative. Actually, I work with them as their project coordinator. Recently, I'm their project coordinator, and I did a project last month on part of a girl child with them, and we trained almost 100 girls. Like, it was an outreach actually, and we 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 gave them sanitary kits. We did the outreach. We teach them, or let me say, we educated them on how to carry out their menstrual hygiene properly. And also, we are planning on a project also, although that's our next project on GCI, on how to train young girls, empower young girls, both community and secondary schools, on how to make reusable pads. We've come to the conclusion of, okay, since sanitary pads are becoming more expensive, and most of our young girls cannot afford sanitary pads, why not just, okay, make something or bring something that could help these girls reduce the stigma of menstrual hygiene. Most of these girls, when they're on their menstruation periods, they don't come to school. They face so many like discriminations. So we wanted to, okay, let's do this, that we can encourage them that this is normal. This is you. You are a woman. You are a woman. You are free to do whatsoever you want when you are on your menstrual cycle. So the project actually is teaching young girls and empowering them on how to make reusable pads. We are looking forward to the success of this project.
All right, that is actually a nice initiative. But then, as a public health student, how do you intend to use the knowledge that you have of public health to address some of pressing issues in Nigeria?
Okay, so most of our issues are, people are yet to know the okay, let's say malaria, for example. People are yet to know the causes of malaria. We all focus on the curative medicines. Okay, this person is sick, go to the hospital, take drugs, do that, do that. We don't, okay, what's the cause? We don't bother to focus on the causes. So being a public health student, me particularly, I'm taking it on myself that, okay, I want to do this. I want to empower, okay, educate people more on the causes of some little diseases that have been disturbing the community, especially the community
that is creating awareness. Because there are some of these urban areas that they don't really know the causes of some of the diseases they are even treating. Some you just hear them saying, oh, when they just start seeing some symptoms, they don't know what is the cause, they don't even know what is bothering them, they just say it's malaria.
Okay, you see those kind of mentality. And for Alhamdulillah, Newgate did something that I was very impressed in. That was for my last semester. We were sent out to different kind of facilities, and from that facilities we are asked to go out on community outreach from the facility. So we were able to educate people on their hygienes, how to prevent malarias, how to keep their environments clean, how to keep like all those kind of things. At least it's a nice initiative that the school has brought upon the student, that okay, this is what you are going to do for this semester, this is what you are supposed to do, and we follow directive. And it was a very wonderful time seeing our students, and particularly myself, also seeing myself going inside the communities and educating people more about what they don't know. You see, most of this community is when you tell them, okay, this just the little knowledge, they'll be like, oh, so this is what really caused this, so this is this, so this is, you see. If also the government entirely can focus on preventive medicines, like but believe me, in 100%, 60% of most of our problems can be caused, because I believe, like I can, like I said, preventive medicines are more vital to us now than curative medicines actually.
So from being a member of an NGO so far in your experience, what would you say are the challenges that NGOs usually face in Nigeria?
Okay. Well, the challenges is still okay. So far, let me use GCI as an example. The
Okay.
challenges has been it's stressful. You trying to make an impact to your society or your community, running helter skelter, seeing different people, introducing different projects to different people, trying to convince them that you wanted to do this and this is going to be a nice project. Okay, we need funds for this project. If you people can sponsor us on this project, it can be a very good initiative. So in the process of doing those things, doing this, saying these people direct you to the other people, trying to just to convince people to fund or raise funds so that you carry out that project, just to make impact to your community or the society you are coming from. That's just okay. Let me see. I think that is the biggest problem we are facing.
So, what from your own experience, what you normally notice is that funding is the
Yes,
problem you're
yes,
facing.
actually
So,
fun.
apart from that, is there any other major problems or challenges that you usually face?
Well, maybe let me say, okay, I can still use the part of a girl chat as a sample. I actually used community, like I used a community as a case study. So the process of maybe enlightening these people that okay, this is what I want to do. Come and learn. Come and listen to what I have. Some people will be like, ah,
Okay, they
dala,
are not convinced.
like bana son surutu, like dala ba kuɗi za a bani ba ni ba shi all those kind.
Okay.
So for you to convince people again, or for you to convince people again to apply for something that will benefit them, is also another stress.
All right. So, from your own experience again, what do you think is one of your memorable, or let me say some of your most memorable activities in the NGO organization?
Okay, wow, okay. One of my memorable activities so far. Okay, let's start with staff. We've had this
So what is
orange
that stuff?
Salma Atta Foundation
Okay.
for Women and Girls Support actually. So we've had this orange walk like on 16 days of activism. Actually, for the previous years, like 2 years then, we normally go to schools and community and educate people for the whole of 16 days. That period is tagged 16 days of activities to end gender-based violence. So as of that last 2 years, we had orange work that we came up with something that okay, let's have this work and educate people to stop gender-based violence. I think that was one of my memorable activities so far, working with an NGO. And also this closed we have there is this leadership course they just finished, Calabi fellowship, like seriously staff, they did a wonderful, like they did a wonderful job. I will always commend the team lead, Amra Aliu. She has been inspiring me in different aspects. To be frank, Amra is doing a very great job. She has been a nice person. She has been empowering young girls. She has been contributing to the impacts and to the growing of young girls, especially in Niger State. Like I will give it up to her, and she has been one of the people that has been inspiring me to do more because I've not done anything yet. I'm still seeing people do good things. I'll be like, wow, this person really did this. Well, Amra, Walai, she has been doing
You want to
more
follow in
than
her
I could. Like
footsteps?
seriously,
Wow.
she was one of those people I look up to, and also CGI. Still, I'm still seeing more projects to come, and now,
Okay, it's still upcoming.
yes,
So what is
upcoming
that? It mean
projects.
what's the meaning of that CGI?
GCI
GCI.
actually. community girl child initiative,
Okay.
but it's actually binary community outreach.
Okay.
They deal with also tech, where they train students on many aspects like UI UX, data analytics, public speaking. As of last 2 years, we trained almost 3,000 girls on both public speaking, data analytics, UI UX, and other stuffs. Also, they're also doing a great job. Like we are doing a great job also.
All right. So far, so good. I can see that you are doing well and you are enjoying your part in this public
Actually,
health and
yes,
community
yes.
outreach.
I enjoyed it very well because I can proudly say that I don't want to. Because public health actually is not meant to work as a nurse as people think. So public health is all about critical thinking. Create something that do something that okay, this will benefit people. So it inspires me to create. I can use my poetry and just give you something, maybe talk to you that okay, this is what I want you to do, or this is what I mean. I can use poetry and pass a message through health. I can use poetry and pass a message also through women.
Okay.
I can use poetry and pass a message for young girls. So you can see how I'm merging these two things, or let me say three things together also. So it has been like it's stressing but determination is always there.
Yes, you have that passion.
Yeah, I have passion for what I do. I have like I have who I want to, because as far as Halima is concerned, I don't want to focus for less.
All right.
I want to become a woman, like I want to become that woman that tomorrow my family will be proud of. I want to become that woman that my husband will be proud of. And I want to become that woman that my kids will live to emulate from. And I want to become that young lady that other young girls out there will be passionate of. And I want to use my life like in fact I don't even know what to say,
Okay.
because I have so many dreams. And
Yes.
inshallah I have seen it that I'm becoming that
Yes, you are
young
working
lady,
towards
yes,
it.
that I want to become, inshallah.
All right. So, after your graduation, after you graduate, what is your next plan? What plan do you have after graduating?
The plan is to go into the field. I really want to work in the field.
The field of public health?
Yes.
Okay.
I really want to, like, the field entirely. And when I say the field, I want to go into the field, work for the country, the state, and the community.
Patriotic citizen.
Yes, for the society I'm coming from, actually.
Right. So, being a poet, can you recite one or two of your works for us? So that we can see how you use it to, impact, like you said, in the field of public health to create awareness.
Okay. You're asking of I should recite a poem. Okay, but sorry, let me use my phone, Sha.
All right, you're permitted.
Okay. This poem actually doesn't have a title. I just wrote it for myself.
Okay.
I don't even know
Want
what
to hear it.
Yes,
Give it to us.
okay. It goes like this. Societal scriptures fades away like water parts on a lined canvas. The mixture of colors makes me anxious, but I know what pure grace is. Far away, created out of the sponge place, in a citadel of learning, in a place where clouds were turned parallel, in a place where clouds were turned from the sun, in an empty hall where thousands and thousands of fireflies sings. I dip my pen in the flesh of my blood from my heart. My life includes me, and justly so it includes you as well. There is this popular saying amongst the Hausas that Ranon Wanka, Ba Aboye Chibi, meaning when the day has come to bat, one cannot hide the umbilical cord. I do not separate productivity from creativity, for that is another view. My journey has included the spectrum of life and all that daring, vision, relationship, giving and sharing all without sin. I could not trade nor swap for what I already have. For my journey has been more joyous than sad, as I had no specific spiritual awareness on this earthly place. But the feeling we are there, your handsome and beautiful faces. My joy is because for each of you I met, you removed the bitterness from my life and made it sweet. I could have existed without someone like me, but the beauty would have lacked something. Of course, the feeling of seeing me also. Time to childhood not to build, but to share entirely glee. Right now, our hearts are lost, but soon we will be found. And when they do, the beats of our hearts will make sounds. When the tears fell down, we stood strong, young adults trying to find the key to future doors. The one contributes to others, without it become a choir. To make time and use it as you would desire, the cool of the day or the passion of a fire. The finality of life is not just in a sentence, or rather than in 8 words of I truly did love each every one of you. Imagine our total life in a sentence, but then you decide, what if I may ask, is life just moments of love, or we have to also cry? Thank you.
Wow. I have to clap, goosebumps. That's very nice. That's very nice. Thank you. So we wouldn't want to extend it much, but can you give us just a few advice that you'd like to reach out to other female or other young youths rather who would want to venture into their own passion?
The only thing I have to say is whatsoever you want to do in this life, always be determination and passion. Once there is these two, believe me, you can go to any extent. So for our youth these days, we lack determination and passion. But once you beat your chest that this is what I want to do, there is no going back. And you will see a lot of impacts of this. So for me, determination is always key. There is only one Halima Abdul Qadir. So what I do and that favors me, it could you cannot, maybe you can do it and it will not favor. So just be yourself. We should be ourselves in the sense that anything we do, there will be an impact. There will always be something coming out of it. So I think that is the only thing I have to say for now. But for Halima, many are yet to come, inshallah.
All right. So, like she said, whatever you want to do, you have to put determination. So, thank you, Halima, for joining us in this episode of the FGW podcast. And thank you, viewers, audience, for viewing and tuning into our podcast. Join us next time on our next episode to listen and have more insights and meet more guests like Halima Abdul Qadir here with us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.